Hello and welcome to Ross Mackenzie's Movie Reviews. And today, in light of the release of Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, I am going to review the original Transformers movie. And, Transformers started out as a comic book, a cartoon in the early 80s, and it became very, very popular. In fact, it became so popular that Hasbro decided to make a toy line, and the toy line became popular in itself. I think because of the popularity of the cartoon. I did not know anybody that I was going to school with when I was going to school. Which was, in the early '80s, that did not have some of the toys. And I always thought when I was a kid, gee, this would be a great movie. They should really bring this to the big screen. Well, about 20, maybe 23 years later, they decided to bring it to the big screen by way of Michael Bay and Jerry Bruckheimer, the team that has done The Rock, Pearl Harbor, Armageddon, and Top Gun. Who Jerry Bruckheimer has done. He's worked with Michael Bay on Armageddon and The Rock. They brought it to the big screen. And what you got is a faithful adaptation to the cartoon, which I pretty much think that's pretty much all they could do, is just a faithful adaptation to keep to the characters and to make a storyline that was prevalent in today, with today's that would be in real life, So they put the military in it and stuff like that, and the military's got a big role in this. And then they put that with a way around the Transformers to interact with the humans, which I think is pretty much the only way they could have done it. They changed the look of them much, like in this scene where they changed the look of Optimus Prime and stuff like that. That didn't bother me too much. They even made him, they didn't put his mouse shield on him. They only made it show up during battle, and that was forgiving to me too. The only thing that I would probably say is the downside are the human roles. Shia LaBeouf and, of course, Megan Fox and Tyrese Gibson and Jon Voight, they all star in this. And their characters they're not fleshed out very well. To me, I didn't really care about that. This was called Transformers, and I was there to see the robots. I wanted to see Optimus Prime come to life on the big screen. I wanted to see Megatron come to life on the big screen. Now, the plot is that on Cybertron, a war has been going on for centuries. between two factions, the Decepticons and the Autobots, one led by Megatron, the Decepticons, and the other one's led by Optimus Prime, the Autobots. And this war has been going on, and in the midst of that war, they lost something called the Allspark Cube. Well, here on Earth, they see that it's missing, but somehow it's landed here on Earth. And they don't want it to get into the wrong hands, Megatron and the Decepticons. They want it to be found by the Autobots. And this war is going on, and now this war has come to Earth, when the Decepticons have come to Earth as well as the Autobots. So now this war has gone to Earth. So now the military's, has been getting incidents of, like, Decepticons coming up, and this, they have to fight this war as well. So what you have is you have the plot, which is not bad to me. I mean, like I said, they couldn't have done it any way to put it into more like a real life scenario, a live action scenario. So, and they did keep to the main characters, which is they kept the Megatron, they kept the Starscream. They do have a few new characters in here, and as well as Optimus Prime, Ratchet, Bumblebee, Jazz, Ironhide. So they kept to the original Autobots. So they put as many of them as they could in this first movie, Yeah, I like this movie being for the storyline of the Autobots, and the Autobot War and the Decepticon War and stuff like that. And the action is really cool. I mean, there's no one that could have made this movie any better than the team of Steven Spielberg, who did produce this as well, and Jerry Bruckheimer and Michael Bay. I mean, there's no other team that could have put this together, So, this is a good start for this movie franchise. I like this one a lot better than the second one, and I think that this may have had less action, but the scenes are much more, what would I say, it's all balanced out. There's action, there's some humor, and there's some acting. So it's all balanced out. Whereas in the second one, it's not as balanced. So, but other than that, this is a good start for this franchise. Join me, and as soon as I get it, we will review Revenge of the Fallen. And this, like I said, this, I'm a fan of this, of Transformers. This was a good movie, as far as I could see. And this, I was pretty happy with this. So, thank you very much for listening to my reviews, and thank you. Your comments would be appreciated. Thank you. Bye-bye.